The final cause of crane collapses that I want to discuss is wind, or rather, neglecting the power of the wind to overload. In 2019, a severe thunderstorm led to the collapse of a tower crane in Dallas, killing one person and injuring several others. The fault for the accident is still being litigated, but it brings up one thing many don't realize. Most tower cranes are designed to withstand very high winds, but only under certain conditions. When winds are high, operators have to disengage the clutch so the crane can freely point into the wind. This is called weather vaning. If the boom is locked, it can end up broadside to the wind, significantly increasing the forces on the crane. In the video of the 2019 collapse, you can see two cranes pointing in different directions, and only one of them failed. That suggests that an operator may have forgotten to secure the crane properly, or the crane malfunctioned and couldn't weather vane into the wind. In September 2017, 3 cranes at separate construction sites in Florida all collapsed on the same day due to winds from Hurricane Irma. All 3 cranes were the same make and model, and they were all secured to weather vane as required. Luckily, no one was injured at any of the sites since they were shut down due to weather. The winds during the storm were more than 125 miles per hour or 200 kilometers per hour in some places. That's far more than the maximum design wind speed for the cranes, which was 95 miles per hour or about 150 kilometers per hour. As the saying goes, there's always a bigger storm. And in this case, Hurricane Irma just delivered winds that were well above the requirements and codes that cranes are required to meet. However, since only this single type of crane failed during the storm, investigators recommended some changes to the design that may make them safer in the future. Situations like what happened in Florida are the exception, not the rule though. As I mentioned, nearly every crane accident is easily preventable. In 1999, one of the largest cranes in the world collapsed during construction of Miller Park in Milwaukee, now called American Family Field. The crane was lifting a 500-ton roof section of the stadium at 97% of its rated capacity. But it wasn't just the weight of the structural members bearing on the hook. Steel assemblies can appear pretty slender, but that doesn't mean they can't catch the wind. Watch what happens when I put my leaf blower on this steel truss. It's a little hard to see the spring scale, but a little bit of wind goes a long way. By my estimation, the wind is adding about 15% to the load on the hook. It's more than the margin of error when you're operating at maximum capacity.